Hi everyone, welcome to that short video review on a very cool and interesting new email client for Linux, which is called N1 or Nylas N1. The whole what makes this project so interesting to me is first of all it's open source, so the whole source code is on GitHub, and when you look at these sort of intro images, it actually looks like a really nicely polished application. That's something you really rarely see um, on Linux. And that, of course, I know those are Mac OS X images, so they are not made on a Linux distribution. But anyway, I mean, it's available for Linux. So I felt like at least give it a try and have a look how it actually feels on Linux. And I was fortunate enough to get one of these invitation codes, and I was able to download the dep package for my Ubuntu 15.10 and installed it. Went like a breeze, and there we go. So I was I was deeply surprised when I first opened the application. The whole process of initialization is already done, so you're not seeing that one. But basically, it asked me what type of account do I have, and do I have Hotmail or Gmail? And I said, well, just Gmail. I added my credentials. I was forwarded to a Google login page, and so on. Connection went really easily, and then you're presented with that screen. So the whole setup process is very, very simple and intuitive. And this is what it looks like. So to the left, you have your accounts. For me, I only have one. Then you have a middle pane with your new messages. Then of the currently highlighted one to the right, you have just the text. And this is the sidebar of the people you're emailing with, and you can enable or disable that to have more space in the middle, and you can even like resize it if you want. So on a first glance, I'm really surprised. I mean, this is like, for a Linux application, this looks gorgeous. This looks really great. It's by far the best appearance of an email client that I've seen on Linux. I tend to be a Gmail interface user. So for a long time, I used Gmail offline, which kind of looks the same way. So if we compare it with Gmail offline, if you have a look at that one, it basically looks the same. It has the primary pane and this one. So, well, it doesn't have the far left one, which of course makes sense because I only have one account in Gmail. Here, I could have many more. And then, like, if you're like a Gmail user like me, you have support for all your use keyboard shortcuts. For example, if I press just C, I'm presented with this dialog to compose a new message. And again, it just feels very smooth and very slick, and it provides some really interesting features like a translation feature. Of course, attachments is possible. You have a template system. Everything I haven't played with yet, but which I will definitely try out. The only thing I'm missing right now, as I'm testing it, and I will probably provide a feedback here in the bottom right, is I don't have my aliases yet. I mean, I'm a heavy user of aliases in Gmail, and my like Gmail offline, for example. Let's switch back to Gmail offline, or Inbox by Gmail. It doesn't really matter which one we're looking at. They do have support for custom, for multiple from addresses. So I could select my student's email, my personal, or my Gmail one, which is, as of now, not the case for Nylas, or at least I haven't found that option to add multiple aliases. So, but all in all, I would say this is a really, this is my annoying timer. Sorry for that. You might wonder, what is that? Well, it's tomate. Anyway, all in all, I would say this is a really cool, promising client, and it looks stable, it looks solid and usable. So if you haven't had the chance to get an invitation code as of now, then definitely I would definitely say stay tuned and then try to find a release once it's available to the public, because that's a very interesting email client on Linux. Thank you, guys.